working! It's another beautiful day to be in the workshop. I'm Emil, the practical engineer, and today I'm going to show you 3 different tips for easy work holding on your CNC machine. I'm going to replace this standard wasteboard for a wasteboard with threaded holes. That way I can really easily screw things onto the wasteboard to clamp things. I'm going to use these threaded inserts. These are M5 threaded inserts for wood. So you drill a hole in the wood and you can screw these in. In this I want to have a nice pattern with all the threaded inserts. That's a really tedious job, unless you have a CNC. So, over to the computer and let's design this. That way it's really accurate and not so much work. Oh, and another free tip for the video. If you have some large, easy to cut materials like MDF or polycarbonate, you can also use some double-sided tape to just stick it to the wasteboard. That saves you a lot of hassle. So I have the program loaded in the software. I've zeroed the wasteboard and the new wasteboard, so ready to go. This is also the first time that I made my G-code basically myself. The first couple of things I did with the machine was just the simple software that came with it, and now I'm in Fusion 360 trying to figure it out. So hopefully the machine goes easy on me. It's working! It's not the perfect toolpath because sometimes it just does that. But I'm gonna fix that and try again on the next one. I'm doing 3 anyway. This one's all done. Really even grid pattern. I cannot do this by hand. Now I just need to put all the threaded inserts in and mount it in the machine. That's ready. All the holes are nice and spaced. Threaded inserts are in, we can mount it in the machine. But before we're going to mount it in the machine, we move over to tip number 2. And tip number 2 is especially handy if you do repeatable work. And with repeatable work, it's nice if the work is actually repeatable. So to do that, you want to place the second piece of work. If you're doing 10 of the same, you want to place the second piece of stock on the same place as you did on the first one. How can we do that? With a defined 0. And that's actually pretty easy. So we have the wasteboard like this, and then I've cut out this corner basically that I'm gonna bolt onto here. And like this, if you place your material on the corner, you zero it once, you remember the 0, and then you can repeat it for as long as you want. Pretty sweet. Let's mount it. For tip number 3, eccentric clamps. You know I love eccentric clamps. I've used them in my camera arm and I use them in my router table. And those type of clamps make it really easy to move something and then with just moving the lever you lock it. Well, these work exactly the same. In my research I found a whole lot of different clamping methods, but when I found these I knew I had to try these. So I drew some up in Fusion and let's cut them. I have now set the 0 to right on the corner for the X and the Z, for the X and the Y, and on the top of the material for the Z. So now if I take the same material, just a different piece, I don't have to do anything and the 0 is still right. If I would take another piece of material that's thicker or thinner, I would just need to do the Z axis and the X and the Y are still fine. Pretty sweet. It did cut a little bit in the in the corner here, but I think that's why they call it a waste board. And here we go. Let's see if they work. I want to make another set if they work. So I'm gonna clamp in a new piece of material. I still have my 0. And if everything is alright, the machine will do the same thing. So it's gonna cut through here again, through here again. I don't think I have the shape right. Let me show you. So when I push this, when I turn this way, this should clamp. And it should hold itself in this position. And right now, I have to do very little for it to go back. The reason that happens is because the force should be between here and here. If the force is here, which it is now, it just wants to open. So I should change things up a bit. I think if I just place this hole right over here, I'm already fine. Edit the hole. It does work now. That one works. I'm gonna change the hole over here as well. Change the model and cut out the new ones. Let's remove these and see if the new ones are better. As you can see on these ones, if you draw a line here between the point of contact on the wood and the screw, there's always very little distance. So here, the point of contact on the wood, it's here versus the screw here. That's good. This clamping method with the defined 0 is really cool if you want to do quick repetitive work that doesn't take a huge load. Because I found with aluminum it might loosen after time with the eccentric clamps. But if you're doing signs, you need to make 10 of the same signs on a board. You can just clamp it in, press start, take it out and repeat that process over and over and they will be all the same. That's really cool. This video was going to be a 3-tip video, but I just found out about this new work holding trick that I want to use and put into the video as well. And this trick is using painter's tape. If you put painter's tape on this surface and on the bed, you put some super glue in between, you can stick it in place and it will hold like crazy. Let's try it. Now let's wait for this to cure. And then we're gonna give it a try. I'm really excited to see how this works. Now keep in mind, with this setup you do need to zero it again. Check it out, super cool. First time milling aluminum, and with this painter's tape and super glue trick it worked really well. It stayed in place rock solid and it was really easy to do. So that's a definite win for materials like this. If you like this video and you want to see more awesome tips and tricks and cool projects, check out the playlist over there. See you there.